Last week, ADI Chain announced their new stablecoin, which is the DDSC stablecoin. It is a UAE dirham-backed stablecoin, and currently the narrative of stablecoins is getting much stronger in ADI Chain's ecosystem. Curious on why this is important? Stay tuned! So as you can see here, last week, ADI Chain announced their new stablecoin, which is the DDSC stablecoin. The stablecoin is currently live on ADI Chain's Layer 2, which is the Layer 2 blockchain that was created using the ZK stack. With the new stablecoin launch, it seems that the narrative of stablecoin and payment is getting much stronger in the ADI Chain ecosystem. But before we talk about that and why this is important, let's talk about the DDSC stablecoin. If you don't know what the DDSC stablecoin is, it is a stablecoin that was initiated by the International Holding Company and the First Abu Dhabi Bank, which are the two of the biggest financial institutions in the UAE and the world. The DDSC stablecoin itself has been approved and licensed by the central bank of the UAE. If you don't know what the UAE stands for, it stands for the United Arab Emirates. So this is a part of ADI Chain's long-term goal, which is to bring adoption in the MENA region, or the Middle East and North African region. The target market for the DDSC stablecoin is huge. As you can see here, they created a tweet with some data. According to their data, they are trying to target the domestic digital payments market, which is more than $70 billion annually or per year of transactions, while also targeting cross-border remittance, which equals to around more than $50 billion annually or per year, and also targeting the MENA trade corridors, which is predicted to have a value of more than $30 trillion by 2030. This shows the huge market that ADI Chain is trying to capture using the DDSC stablecoin. This is why the DDSC stablecoin itself is really important. Aside from pushing the narrative of transaction and payment for the DDSC stablecoin, it seems that ADI Chain might push the narrative of hedging for the DDSC stablecoin itself. Because as you might know, the UAE dirham is one of the most stable currencies in the world, mimicking the US dollar. As you can see here, paired with the US dollar, and in comparison with other popular currencies in the world, such as the euro, the British pound, and the Japanese yen, the UAE dirham is the stable out of all, especially in 2026, amid all of the volatilities and the geopolitical tension. As you can see here, in 2026, the UAE dirham has been stable compared to the US dollars, but the British pound and Japanese yen has fallen compared to the US dollar. As we also can see, the euro has been stronger than the US dollar. However, it has been volatile. So, for the narrative of hedging, which is to keep your wealth stable, the UAE dirham has been the most stable option. This is why the ADI Chain might push for a hedging narrative for the DDSC stablecoin, which is why the DDSC stablecoin is one of the most important aspects of ADI Chain right now. If you don't remember what the ADI Chain is, ADI Chain is a layer 2 built using the ZK stack, which is a tech stack from ZK Sync. It allows companies and institutions to build their own Layer 2 infrastructure for payment purposes or private purposes. It then connects to Ethereum because all of the Layer 2 built using the ZK stack can settle to Ethereum. One of the key benefits of using the ZK stack is the scalability aspect, as ZK Sync acts as a scalable solution for ADI Chain. This statement was made by the CEO of the ADI Foundation, which is the company behind ADI Chain. As you can see here, he stated that at ADI Chain, we picked ZK Sync's Atlas because it was the only stack where compliance, privacy, and composability weren't trade-offs. So this means that the ADI Chain is utilizing the scalability aspect of ZK Sync and also its compliance-ready aspect. So overall, the launch of the stablecoin is huge, and it seems that stablecoin might be the clear narrative. So this signifies why the DDSC stablecoin is important for ADI Chain. And also it seems that stablecoin might be the biggest narrative for ADI Chain going forward. This is because, aside from the DDSC launch, ADI Chain has just announced the new stablecoin DNA test, essentially tracking your wallet to see what stablecoin you have been using the most. If you want to try it out for yourself, all you need to do is just visit stablecoindna.adi.foundation and then click on the Let's Discover button. After that, you will be prompted to connect your Twitter and connect your wallet, and then your result will show based on your wallet. If you want the full breakdown of why ADI Chain is targeting the stablecoin market and why this is important, you can head over to our profile and read our article, UAE Dirham is now live on ADI Chain. What is its significance? You will get a full breakdown on why this is important and the step forward for ADI Chain, utilizing the DDSC stablecoin. Also, for more information like this, don't forget to follow the ZK Nomis to stay sync with ZK.